Welcome to episode 105 of Paper Brief, where we dive into the latest research papers. I'm Charlie, your host, and with me today is Cleo, an expert in the tech and machine learning field. Today we're unboxing the paper WhisBERT, Multimodal Text Audio Language Modeling on 100M words. So Cleo, let's kick things off. Can you give us the elevator pitch for WhisBERT?
Sure thing, Charlie. WhisBERT is essentially a cool blend of language and sound. The researchers experimented with training language models using both text and audio data, which is pretty unusual. The idea was to see if this kind of setup improves the model's ability to understand language better and use less data to train.
Less data to train sounds valuable. But did it actually work? What did the results look like?
Well, WhisBERT did outshine some of the basic models and tasks that evaluate understanding language, even with only one training round. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The model had a hard time optimizing its complex goal and didn't always do better than its text-only version.
Interesting. So there's a trade-off. How exactly does WhisBERT handle the audio aspect?
They use something called the Whisper feature extractor to turn audio into something the model can chew on. The audio gets processed into overlapping chunks and then pushed through a bidirectional transformer encoder.
Audio chunks, you say? And we just had our music chunk, quite fitting. But tell me, how does WhisBERT differ from other multimodal models that are out there?
WhisBERT is kind of unique because it's inspired by both the Whisper model for speech recognition and BERT for text encoding. Plus, it employs a multitask training approach that combines both unimodal and multimodal learning. That means it can get smarter by predicting pairs of matched word and audio patches.
That multitask approach seems super clever. How does the performance actually measure up when compared to some heavyweight models trained on more data?
Oh, that's the beauty of it, Charlie. You see, WhisBERT doesn't need enormous piles of data to be effective. The results show promise for efficient language learning, echoing how humans learn with multiple senses involved. It's a step towards more human-like language learning for AI.
I love the sound of AI getting a bit more human. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just that WhisBERT's approach can potentially revamp how we think about teaching language to machines. It's an exciting time to be in the field, with innovations like WhisBERT paving the way for even smarter language models.
Absolutely thrilling indeed. Thanks for tuning in, folks. You've been listening to Cleo and Charlie on Paper Brief, uncovering the depths of language model training. Until next time, keep pondering the papers.